Hello there, 2 Minute Mover. We are live, or you might be here watching the replay, and I am Lizzie Williamson, and I'm here next to a woman who, if you have seen her on stage, which you probably have because she is a renowned international speaker, an award-winning thought leader, you will know that not only is she hilarious, but she is brilliant and incredibly passionate and very, very successful in helping people around the world who are in need. I'm so happy that she has come with me today, live here with you, Lucy Bloom. Thank you so much for having me over.
Thanks for coming over.
Yeah, it's so good to be here in your beautiful home. So I started this show because I hear from people all the time how much exercise has had an impact on them. Whether it's big, like it was for me, it's certainly something that really, really saved my life, or sometimes it's just a little thing that helps them be more present with their kids, or just get the most out of their day. And I'm really interested to hear how someone like you, who is totally rocking it in the world, tirelessly campaigning and contributing to what you're doing, that idea of exercise, and if it's something that helps you in any little way, what you struggle with when it comes to it, if you've struggled with it before, if you've got that little excuse voice that's in your head. And so we're going to go through all that, and then at the end, if it's cool, we're going to do a 2-minute move together.
Okay.
We might even use some of those wine bottles if that's okay.
Yes. Okay.
I'm really wanting to show you how possible it is to really bust through these exercise excuses that really gets in the way of us making exercise a part of our day. And it's an incredibly vital and important thing for our physical and mental health to be moving. So,
Gotcha.
Lucy, what do you love about exercise?
I exercise because it makes me feel good. Simple as that. I've stopped caring about how it makes me look, because that can be a bit defeating. And then you're chasing this goal. It just comes down to feeling good. And I've noticed that if I don't exercise, and I try to do it first thing in the morning, if I don't exercise, I don't feel so great that day. And so I don't actually make excuses, because I just won't feel so good that day. So it gets me out. So I tend to run. There's a big cricket oval opposite my house, and I tend to run a few laps of that every morning. And that's what I need to turbocharge me through my day.
Yeah. So if you don't go, then you're just not going to be feeling nearly as good as you want to be feeling.
Yeah, that's right. And when I'm traveling and I'm speaking, I pack my runners with me, and I go running wherever I am. So I'm staying in a hotel somewhere, or a conference centre somewhere, anywhere in the world, I can still go for a run.
Yeah, love it.
Just to turbocharge my bloodstream, my metabolism. Go.
Yeah, so you have gotten to that phase where you just need it, and without it, it's just not going to be as good.
It's all about feeling good. Yeah.
Has it always been that way for you?
Yeah, I guess so. I've always had a really, really busy life, so I've never been able to do a whole lot of competitive sport or long weekends away. It's always had to be short little grabs of high energy exercise for me, to fit into my life, and 3 kids and a career and travel and all that stuff.
Yeah. So has there ever been a particular time that you can think of where it's really helped you in quite a in a way that if you didn't have it, you might not have gotten through it as well as perhaps you would have?
In the busier I get, and the more pressured my roles have been in my career, the more I've needed exercise. I also treat it a bit like a meditation. So when I run, there's nothing else I can do except for run, and so my mind actually clears, and I come up with some really great ideas, and I do lots of my thinking when I'm running. So that's when it's been most essential, is when I've had really high pressure CEO jobs.
Yeah. And do you find that's when your big aha moments come to you when you're running?
My craziest ideas.
Yeah.
I'd come back from a run, and I'd say to my husband, who's now my ex-husband, I'd say to him, I've had no idea, and he'd go, oh. So my big ideas.
And all those things, those problems that you think are unsolvable, do you find that when you're out there and you're moving, you're able to kind of process them?
Yeah, I guess so. Yeah, process the tough stuff, prioritize as well. I often come back from a run with a clear idea of what I'm doing that day.
Yeah. So you don't really struggle with it. Why do you think Because I hear from so many people who really do find it hard to make this regular part of their life. Why do you think
it's not a huge part of my life? So if it was, say, a whole hour of my day, it would start to be harder to carve out the time. But it's 20 minutes, sometimes less.
Yeah.
I can do 4 laps of the oval across the road in under 20 minutes.
Yeah.
And I can get that out of the way by 8 o'clock in the morning. Earlier if I really want to. I can be on a plane nice and early, but I can still get my run in. So I think it's easy because it's only a small part of my day, and it's essential because it makes me feel good for the rest of the day. Yeah.
I think so many of us are really stuck in this mindset that to exercise it has to be this full hour, this certain intensity, it has to kind of give us these certain results in our body and stuff like that, and that really stops us from doing anything at all of the time.
And I bore easily. So if it's going to be boring and go forever, I just won't do it.
Yeah.
I won't even last once or twice because I bore too easily.
Yeah.
So quick, fast, fun, makes me feel good. That's perfect.
You're a 2-minute mover. You're just my kind of girl. Yeah. So you're sitting down working a fair bit?
I sit down working. I travel a lot.
Yeah.
So my next big trip is to India. So fly to Kuala Lumpur, then fly to Mumbai. So there's a lot of sitting.
Yeah. Okay. So what are you doing there?
Just going on holiday to India actually. For the first time in ages, I'm travelling just for holiday. And then my next trip's to China, and that's to give a speech.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh wow. And what's the speech on?
This speech is going to be on finding your unique selling proposition, your USP, really finding that unique proposition and creating momentum behind that.
Yeah. So Lucy Bloom. So you're doing all your new branding and everything at the moment.
Yeah.
What's Lucy Bloom doing next?
I think my niche has really become helping people find their fearlessness. And under fearlessness comes lots of things: adventurousness, boldness, how to find that and then create momentum behind all that. I think that's where my niche is falling, and that's what I'm seeing over and over. Clients asking me to speak on these subjects. And it's fun, really fun. It's got to be fun or I get bored.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Well, speaking of fun, I think we should do a 2-minute move and moving on. And so this is the kind of move. This would be really good for a hotel room. Also, when you're there, just working on your speeches and doing all that kind of stuff. A really great thing to do is every 30 or 60 minutes, you can set like a little timer and you can do these little moves like this. And what they'll do is they'll give you this really nice feeling of strength and connection back to your body and have you sort of moving again, so your brain gets fired up again, and hopefully, because we'll be using the wine bottles, it'll put a little smile on your face. And what this one's going to do is work through your triceps. So this underneath here. So if you show us your guns, right? Like the biceps, like amazing. Like we've all got these, pretty good biceps, but these triceps here get a whole lot less use, and then gravity takes hold. So we want some balance to our arms. So one of the best things you can do these moves anywhere, every time on a couch, park bench, halfway through your jog. This would be a really great thing to do, and they're called dips.
Yep.
You done dip before?
No, well. Yeah.
Oh yeah. Okay. All right. So let's do a dip. Let's go for 10 dips, and I'll take you through some little technique points here.
Okay.
So take your legs a little bit further apart there, a little bit further away from you, and you're going to bend through your elbows and then lift up, and that is your dip. So some little things you can do to make this better is work your elbows in towards each other, and that's going to get your tricep. Get your bum a bit closer back to the chair. Yeah, there you go. And so 10 of those, I reckon you've got 2 more to go. 2. Oh, how good are you? Okay, then you're going to grab your bottle of wine. Take it in the one hand, take it up. Yep, put one arm here, hand there, and then take down there. And
make sure the lid is sealed.
And we want the lid on. Yeah, there you go. So that's it. So taking that nice and in like that. There you go. And lift it up. Yeah. And if you find you don't need that hand there, you don't necessarily have to have it there. But this is a nice little way. And what you could
then you can't see my hair.
Exactly. So you could stand up and do these as well as you're doing them throughout your day, and then change hands.
That's going to hurt tomorrow. I'm going to curse you.
So keep that elbow nice and close to your head there. There you go. You can always get a bit of a magnum if you're finding that's not enough for you there.
No,
but your 750 mils probably going to do you there. All right, let's go through one more set of dips.
Oh
just so you
really?
can really feel it tomorrow.
Burn, baby, burn.
Yeah,
All right.
yeah. So I'm really excited about this, what you've got going on.
Now you're going to make me talk about my work.
Yeah, you're talking about your work here.
Oh, yeah. I am republishing my first book.
That's so
Second
cool.
edition of my first book.
Yeah.
And I'm working on my memoir, which is called Get the Girls Out, published by HarperCollins.
Oh, that is so cool. What a great title.
Is that 10?
Yeah, that's 10. Yeah. One more. Yeah. And then we can open these. Take it down and up. Yep. Brilliant. So how do you find the book writing process?
The memoir is agonising.
Is it?
The first book is much easier because that's a how-to guide.
Mm-hmm.
It's a childbirth guide for men, and it's a how-to guide and interviews and birth stories with high-profile Australian men.
Oh, wow.
And that's fun. I just
Yeah.
got to see some famous dude and talk to him about what the birth was like for him as the dad.
Yeah.
So I find that easy. But the memoir, that's all about me. That's agonising.
My husband was out of the room the first time I gave birth because I had my birth accidentally at home.
Oh, wow.
And he left the room for a moment and I'm like, I'm just going to, push and push. I didn't realise I was pushing a baby out and push the baby out. So yeah, so he kind of missed it.
Wow.
That's it. You're done. There's your 2-minute move.
Great.
And so see how easy that is, just to grab that little moment to get moving and how just kind of connected to your body you feel. And I totally love what you were saying before, Lucy, about this idea that exercise, it really does go so far beyond this body transformation thing that we've really been sold the story of what exercise has to do. Yeah, that whole idea of how it makes you feel, I think is such a longer lasting reason to keep exercising.
Investment.
Yeah, it's beautiful.
Thanks for coming.
Thank you so much. It's so wonderful 2-minute move with
Would
you.
you like a vino?
Oh, yes, please. Pinot Grigio, Pinot Grigio. All right, so great to have you here with us. Connect with us on Facebook. If there's anyone that you think when you're watching this, gosh, such and such could really do with hearing this message and hearing what Lucy's got to say and doing a 2-minute move, then tag them there, and I'm going to do a bit of a draw for anyone who's being tagged and send them a book as a gift. My new book, 2-Minute Move. So we'll see you for another 2-minute move very soon. Bye-bye. Bye. Now I'm just going to turn around and press end broadcast. There we go. Hey.
Oh, that hurt.